Come on, let's fly with Oddity RC drone, so wild and free. Zooming high above the trees. FPV, it's you and me. Speed of light, let's take the sky. Through the clouds we soar and glide. Feel the rush with every climb. Oddity RC, time to shine. Fly high with Oddity FPV, it's all we need.
Oddity RC, it's probably not a name that a huge number of people in FPV have ever heard of before. And that's a real shame, because what we have here is genuinely something that is leagues ahead of anything else in its category. I'm Quads, and welcome back to another video. Today we are taking a look at the Oddity X120 Pro. This is a powerful 2-inch Cinewhoop made essentially for freestyle flying. It's a sub 250 gram 2-inch drone, and it packs some incredible features and specs for what is essentially a bit of a bargain price. Let's have a really quick look at the specs. So the flight controller that you get included is the F7. It's an all-in-one 40 amp ESC with the F7 chipset. Now it comes preloaded with BlueJay on the ESC. Up until this weekend, a lot of drone reviewers would have told you ideally go for BL-Heli32 because it provides a little bit better performance, and in a lot of instances you're not necessarily paying any more for it. And I would probably have been one of those reviewers to say to you, spend that little bit extra and buy something with BL-Heli32 instead of BL-Heli-S/BlueJay. However, this weekend there was a controversy whereby BL-Heli decided to completely shut up their business. Now that's entirely down to them, of course, and I told everybody not to panic on a community post. Everything was going to be fine, you can still update your ESCs, they're just not licensing any new ones, because that's essentially what I was told. Until yesterday, when people was reporting that actually they've completely shut the servers down. So if you try and do anything to a BL-Heli32 ESC now, with regards to updating it, because it's all server based, you can't do anything. Now BL-Heli have admitted before the latest update there's a chance of motors unintentionally spooling up. There's no way for people to fix them. Now don't panic about that, because I very rarely update my ESC unless I'm building something and I think, oh, I'll do it now, I'll update it then. But until I then rebuild that into another quad and I'll update it again, that can be 2 years. So I don't really update my BL-Heli firmware probably as often as I should really. And now I'm completely locked out of all my BL-Heli32 ESCs. I can still use them, I can still fly them, but that's a real problem. So normally I'd be saying to people, okay, well this has got BL-Heli-S/BlueJay on it. It's not the best, but it's okay. What I'd be saying to people now is this is preferable, because BlueJay is open source. You're not going to be in a situation that people with BL-Heli32 ESCs currently find themselves in. So great job, Odyssey. It's almost like you could see the future. Now, it will support up to 6S. The version I have is just a measly 4S. That's right, a 2-inch 4S Cinewhoop. Yeah, it's nuts. Now, the version I've got has got ELRS 2.4 gigahertz as the RC control link, but you can get it as plug and play, ELRS 900 or TBS Nano. It comes with these lovely 3D prints for the antennas, for the ELRS receiver, and moulded plastic for the O3, and carbon fibre actually as well for the O3 mount. This provides substantially more protection than things that just have a bit of plastic around them, like the Flywoo, for instance. And I decided to test this out by going full throttle into a goalpost at the weekend, to the point where the O3 disconnected the ribbon cable between the two boards in the middle of it, and I had to take the whole thing apart to put the ribbon cable back together. That's never ever happened to me before. It may well be that it's been coming loose over time, I don't know. However, it just shows you the magnitude of the hit that it took. Now the actual quad itself doesn't have a mark on it whatsoever. Nothing broke, nothing scratched. The camera was protected, thankfully, because I fully expected to have a smash camera and I didn't. And the drone itself is unscathed. Now I did get the version without GPS. And just to show you as an example of how good the customer service at Oddity RC is, I reached out to them and said, guys, I ordered it without GPS, but the more I use it, the more I realise that this is a great tool. And what I'd like to do is install GPS Rescue on it. Do you have an STL that I could possibly have? And virtually instantly, I received an email with an attachment on the file to print my own GPS. I probably should have done a video showing the unboxing of this because it was so easy. It was literally take it out of the box, plug it in, and away you go. What I would say to Oddity, as a way, because I'm always looking out for the newbies, and putting the 03 cable into the flight controller was quite tricky actually. I mean, I personally do find these a bit difficult anyway, so it may well have just been me. I don't know. But maybe if that could come pre-installed, that'd really help the newbies out. Just a thought. With regards to the box and the unboxing, inside the box you obviously get the drone, you get 2 sets of props, a spare screw kit, and you also get a spare set of prop guards as well. So it's incredible service, and you get so much for the price that you're paying. The quad itself costs you around about £150. It's about $170. Obviously, if you want it with an if you want it with an 03, it's like an extra $200 on top, which is just the standard price. It's not like that price ever goes down because of DJI. Just touching back on the camera mount again, it also supports ND filters as well, so you've got enough room to get an ND filter in there. The Spinnybois 1205 motors are said to offer excellent efficiency and cooling performance and have a titanium shaft. You can also reach the USB and SD card slot, unlike some of these 2-inch Cinewhoops. So again, no need to dismantle to get to anything. And when it comes to flying this thing, oh, this thing is a blast. It really genuinely is. The best thing I can sort of describe this as. So I've arrived at the flying field only to discover that I need to make a tune of one of the drones. And I've looked in my bag and all the wires are just tangled to fuck. Wait, what's this? A magnetic cable that isn't tangled? Wow. So in my bag is the best cable ever, the Magtime magnetic charging data cable. Link in the description below. Now let's get this tuned and flying. It's almost like a 2-inch tooth because it's got so much power, because it's 4S. It sort of negates those ducts almost. So similar to the Betafpv Pavo 20. Now that's a lot lighter because the actual ducts are essentially just prop guards, and it's 3S. And it's got smaller motors. I've described that as flying very much like just a normal FPV drone, a normal FPV freestyle drone. This thing, you really do genuinely think you are flying just a normal FPV drone. It really is that good. If I can just take one moment of your time to ask very kindly that you please like, comment, share. That'll help the channel no end. Thank you very, very much. So, as always, when we get to the end of these videos, the burning question is, should I buy it? And the answer is, to be honest, an unequivocal yes. As always, there's the right tool for the right job, and in a really tight indoor space, this may have a little bit too much power, a little bit too much weight. But for 99.9% of situations and scenarios, this is the go-to. It's so good, I expected to do a review of it and then take the 03 out and move on to something else. But like I say, I've reached out to Oddity, I've installed a GPS into it, and it's something that will stay in my bag now. So whenever I'm out on a shoot, it's there, because that's going to be the #1 thing that I'm going to use. I'm going to be reshooting mountain bike shoots, etc. in the coming months, and this is the thing that I'm going to be using. So if you're looking for a high-end, 2-inch, powerful Cinewhoop, the Oddity X120 Pro should be right at the very top of your shortlist. It offers unparalleled performance, build quality, and in my opinion, value for money as well, because you're looking at about around about £140, £150 for the actual drone itself. And for that, you're getting what I believe is possibly the most powerful bind and fly or ready to fly 2-inch Cinewhoop on the market. It's got proper ducts, it's got big motors, it does 4-inch, it will even support up to 6S. It really is brilliant. You can use an ND filter, it takes a really big hit. It really is fantastic. Like I say, comparison wise, should I buy it? Like I say, it's an unequivocal yes. So I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. It is an affiliate link. It does not cost you a penny to use it. But what it does do is it shows Oddity that I might be somebody who is worth them working with in the future. This is a company who, as I said at the start of the video, you may not have even heard of. Not a huge amount of people have. They all go for GepRC, Betafpv, Flywoo, HGLRC. This is the best quality I have seen from a bind and fly for a long time, and I've been in this game for too long now. So I just had to make this video. I really did. Like I say, I paid for it with my own money. It's not sponsored, hence a little advert in the middle. Hope you enjoyed all that. It really is that good. You know, I need to stop talking now because I'm just waffling on and I'll be boring you all to death. The future for this company is not only very bright, but I think it's very big in the FPV community. I'm stopping talking because I've been talking for far too long. You've been amazing. I've been Quads. Peace.